had an idea that came from some deep emotions I started feeling after listening to a song that I've heard many, many times because I love this artist. Something in me was connecting with it really deeply in that moment, and that triggered a creative response and made me want to create something. And I got this idea from that, and I did research. Now I am going to make a collection out of it, a art collection. It is going to be a artivism piece. I don't think I've done like an intentional art collection before. I've had pieces that looked similar and then I put them together and made that kind of like an art collection. But this is the first time that I'm going to intentionally be like, okay, I'm wanting to create a art collection. Pieces that go together, that are streamlined, and they have a process and they go together and are similar in nature. And they're connected with each other. But my process about going about this is going to be the same way that I would do any other piece or start any other piece. It starts with my idea, with my concept, and then I'm going into my sketchbook and bringing those colors of that vision to life. The vision doesn't really get brought to life until I start painting, but bringing those colors of that vision to life. The song that I was inspired by is Pearls by Sade. Love Sade down. You know, a lot of people are on TikTok doing TikToks and like thirst traps to pearls, and it's literally a song about famine. It's actually crazy how like dense and tone deaf society is, but this song is what inspired me. It's about Somalia and famine in Somalia that has happened over a succession of years, and some years it seems that the rate goes down and then it just goes back up. Right now in early 2026, the food insecurity rate is getting worse. It's like nearly half the population that is suffering from acute food insecurity. I'm a creative. I'm making art, and the world is burning. I'm like the horse in that video, if you see it on TikTok. I'm the horse where the house behind the horse is burning. I'm the horse. Like, that's literally how I feel. Like, the horse is just trying to naturally be, and the world is just burning, and that's how I feel. And you should continue to create art when you feel like that. When the world is burning, you should definitely continue to create art, because my creative spirit and my creating of art is a rebellion to this system. That being said, I'm not ignoring the issues that are happening in the world, the things that our government is doing. I'm aware of everything and I'm feeling it, and those emotions are coming in me, and I'm seeing so many things, and it is causing some really negative emotions to come up. I'm doing the thing that I've always known to do, which is to alchemize my energy, transmute my energy into art, into creating something. It's something I have been doing all my life because it's the most healthiest coping mechanism you can have. That is what I'm doing now, and I am highlighting an issue that's happening in the world through my art, which is a form of art called artivism. It makes me excited, and it makes me feel like not only am I alchemizing my energy, but I am doing something to spread some type of awareness in the world. Any little thing that you can do, resharing something, reposting something, anything that you can do. I want to make art that holds these deep, deep emotions, because my art is about emotion, it is about nature, and it's about connection of color. And I create with my intuition, with my emotions. And that is exactly what this is. And it's just highlighting the food insecurity issue in Somalia. And I also just want to put something like this into my art to kind of like combat against the hate for African immigrants in our country as well. It is actually like asinine. That is the idea behind my collection, and I'm just gonna show you guys what it's like to bring a vision to life. I'm going to explain more about my piece as the video progresses, but this is my current thought process and brainstorm, and to you it just looks like, you know, a bunch of, but to me it's just like my brain like on paper. So I'm just brain dumping and putting what I feel on here and transmuting it onto my canvas. I am doing something I don't know if any artist has ever done, but this was just one of my options because this is the size that I wanted for my collection. So I figured that I could just take the pre-primed canvas off of here and put my raw fabric on it, because I gravitate toward raw fabric these days in my art career, and I already did 2 of them off camera. My stretching canvas skills have gotten like so bomb. It's just great what practice can do. About to get started on these canvases, but look at this. He's always hiding under there.
the medical field, and of course Brendan with the IRS, and they were still.
Now it's to the painting part, and it's just a creative, intuitive process. Just gonna go at it with my body, with my emotions, and put what I've been feeling into it, everything I want into it. I use different materials. It's just a complete release of energy, and it's time for flow state. This is day one of me trying hairstyles that I don't really like on myself, but trying to change my mind maybe. Still not happening.
Dying to survive. Don't know what she's made of. I would like to be that way. She cries to the heaven above. There's a stone in my heart. She lives a life she didn't choose. Feels like brand new shoes. Feels like brand new shoes.
It's so beautiful when concept turns to vision, turns to reality. And that was the whole process of this. I was in such a flow state, encapsulated, that I didn't film much of the painting of this, but I did film more of it for TikTok. So if you want to see more of the process, then you can follow me on TikTok. You can see more of the process of this collection. It portrays the feelings that I also interpreted from the story as well, of being a mother and dying by surviving, and just your daughter being your faith and your protection, and your daughter also protecting you in a way that you may not understand, but you feel as you're protecting her hand in yours. And that was really what I felt from that song, and what I interpreted, and what I wanted to portray on canvas is the mother, pregnant, trying to survive, and the daughter, her faith in her womb, her reason for living, and the pain. That's what the red represents, her pain. Even though there's hope and there's happiness from her daughter, there's still pain because of what they're dealing with, because of food insecurity that's still happening in Somalia. War, and Somalia is such a beautiful place. I wanted to put like some of the landscape in there in kind of like an abstract way, like this waterfall. I saw this beautiful picture of Somalia, and it was one of my reference pictures for this piece. And the sun that she can't get away from, the sun burning her to the bone. And the land, the road, where she picks her pearls from, the rice for her baby. And it represents everything that I wanted it to represent, and I'm very happy with it. And I hope you're happy with it too. I know this was a short video, but I just wanted to have a documentation of this painting and of this process for myself and for other people.